Thank you to the Chancellor and to the Dean, who we have an ongoing, profound conversation now going on, but and to my fellow honorees and to the faculty and mostly to the students. Yeah, it has been the most interesting part, has been the conversation with the students, your dynamism, the fact that you approached me and stayed and had lots of questions. This is the thing that we, as journalists, appreciate, because it means that you're going to take the profession into the next realm, and that I did put it all on your shoulders. Did you feel the weight? Because I'm actually really trying to put the pressure on your shoulders. What we have lived through in this country just in the last 20 years is somewhat unbelievable, and yet it's very real. And so we have to be prepared to document and to take this reality to the next level and to ask the deep questions about that we were having discussions about, which is, what exactly is objectivity? And if you read my book, you'll know that I worked for Walter Cronkite. So I was able to have that immediate conversation, and I'm not going to tell you what happened, but it was dramatic, because I'm very dramatic in my stories, and in my dress. Okay, just kidding. So some things happened that I didn't mention at all because we were so busy doing the hard-nosed journalism, but the students were the ones who were like, didn't you have a role in the movie In the Heights? Hello? Applause. And if you haven't seen In the Heights, I don't know what's the matter with you, but you need to go watch it tonight or this weekend for sure. And then you'll be like, oh my God, she's a journalist who's now a Hollywood actor. So that happened. Also, today, while I was here, my first ever magazine cover story interview dropped, and it would be with a little-known performer named Shakira. So that just dropped on the cover of Cosmo, so that was pretty cool. Also, opposite of interviewing Shakira, I do want to tell you that, yes, I formed my own nonprofit media company called Futuro Media 11 years ago, and if you don't know our media, please go and immerse yourself, because we're having a very, 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 very good year, as opposed to Carlos Watson. Anyway, but here's the thing. Yeah, okay. So one of my dreams beyond forming my own company, having a staff, being where the buck stops editorially, the next dream is that I wanted to form my own investigative unit. So within Futuro Media, I now run, because I'm no longer the CEO, I have a CEO who's running, and we have a board, and because we're a very growing, thriving company. So I now have my own investigative unit. I am, as far as I know, the only person running a national investigative unit focusing specifically on Latinos and Latinas in the United States of America, because in the last census, we were more than, or just half of the entire population growth of the United States of America. I think we deserve to have deep investigative journalism that is holding the entire society accountable for what we have lived through and what our colleagues in the mainstream media, with all due respect, in fact, perpetuated, which is the dehumanization of specifically immigrants, Latinos, Latinas, Mexicanos, Mexicans, and the last administration took us all in, and suddenly now we have to say, no, we're not all undocumented gang members. Now we have to deconstruct a narrative, a false narrative that was created and repeated over and over again. So we have our work cut out for ourselves. For me, the reason why I do this work is because I understand, as all of you students need to understand, and I know that you're facing challenges. You're feeling lonely here, you may be missing family, you may be having deep financial challenges or personal ones, and etc. But you have an extraordinary privilege to be here. And what you need to understand now is that means that you have a deep responsibility to take that into the newsrooms or into strategic communications, because I'm here with my friend, Mr. Medelman, so we're talking strategic communications here. But you need to take that privilege and be responsible, because, yes, the future of our profession is in your hands and on your shoulders, but also a little thing called democracy. So take it seriously, and thank you so much for this honor. Dean and Chancellor, thank you so much.